In this video, we will go over the right triangles unit. So let's start with number 1. We are asked to classify this triangle as right, obtuse, acute, or does not make a triangle. So the first thing we need to check is, does this form a triangle? So let's mark these 4, 5, and 7 as A, B, and C. If A plus B is greater than C, then yes, it is a triangle. It will form a triangle. So 4 plus 5 is 9, which is greater than 7. So yes, it is a triangle. If the sum of two sides is less than or equal to the third side, then it will not form a triangle. Then you will not be able to classify it as right, obtuse, or acute. Now, after I checked that this is actually a triangle, now I can decide whether it's right, obtuse, or acute. So I take the longest side and I square it. Then I do the sum of the other two sides after I square them, of course. So if you take the 7 squared and you do 4 squared plus 5 squared, that will give you 49, and that's 41. So 49 is greater than 41. So if c squared is greater than a squared plus b squared, then that's an obtuse triangle. So the answer would be obtuse triangle. If c squared is less than a squared plus b squared, that would be acute. If c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared, that would be a right triangle. Now let's move on to number 2. They're asking which one of those cannot be the length of sides in a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So before I make the decision, I need to remember the pattern for the 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So remember, cannot means it will not follow this pattern. So the pattern is x, x root 3, and 2x. So we're going to start with a first. So if the short leg is half, then the long leg, so this is the short leg, long leg, and hypotenuse. If the short leg is half, then the long leg is half times root 3, so root 3 over 2. And the hypotenuse would be half times 2, which is 1. So it does work. So if the short leg is half, this is the long leg, and this is the hypotenuse. If you look at C, the short leg is half, but the long leg and the hypotenuse do not follow this pattern. So I know that C cannot be side length of a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So I know that C is the answer for this problem. But in order to practice this further, I'm going to keep checking the rest, B and D. So if the short leg is root 3, then the long leg is root 3 times root 3, so x root 3, which is going to give you root 9, and square root of 9 is 3. And the hypotenuse would be 2 times root 3, so 2 root 3. So that follows the pattern. Now if I look at D, the short leg is root 2. So the long leg is root 2 times root 3, which is root 6, because 2 times 3 is 6. And then the hypotenuse would be 2x. So 2 times the short leg, which is 2 root 2, so it follows the pattern. So that's the only one that does not work. Now let's move on to number 3. What is the length of an altitude for an equilateral triangle? So remember, in an equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal. So the angles are going to be 60, 60, and 60. And if I draw a height in an equilateral triangle, the altitude is not only the altitude, it will be the median, cutting this side in half, and it will also be the angle bisector, cutting the angle in half. And since each angle in equilateral triangle is 60, half of 60 is 30 and 30. And the other two angles, the base angles, are going to be 60 degrees each. Now the side in this equilateral triangle is 10. So since the base is cut in half, so then each half is going to be 5. And I'm supposed to find the length of the altitude. So if you look at this triangle over here, it's a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So the short leg is 5. They're asking for the altitude, so they want the long leg. So remember that the long leg is equal to the short leg times root 3, according to the pattern. So it's going to be 5 root 3. So the altitude is 5 root 3. Now let's move on to to number 8. Find the value of A. Now remember that you cannot use 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90 or trig in a problem unless you know that it's a right triangle first. So that's why the hint is there for you to remind you to draw an altitude so you can create a right triangle. So we're going to start by sketching a right triangle. By dropping an altitude. And this is what they want me to find. Now this is 30 and this is 90, so 30 plus 90, and if you subtract that from 180, you will get 60, so this is 60 degrees. So this is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. And then 105 minus 60 would be 45, so this is a 45 degree angle. So then if you add 45 plus 90 and subtract that from 180, you'll figure out that this is a 45 degree angle. So then this is a right isosceles triangle, 45, 45, 90, which means that the legs are going to be equal to each other. And this is the 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So if we use the pattern for the 45, 45, 90, so the pattern is x, x, x root 2. In this case, the hypotenuse is 18 root 2, which means that the legs are going to be 18 each. So this is 18 and this is 18. Now if I move on to the 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, the pattern is x, x root 3, and 2x. So the short leg, because it's the leg in front of the 30 degree angle, is 18. So that means that the short leg is 18, the long leg is 18 root 3, and the hypotenuse is 18 times 2, which is 36. So then the A is going to be 36. And that would be the answer for this problem. Now, if they're asking you for B, so remember we just found that the long leg is 18 root 3. Now, if I need to find B, it means I need to add this. So that's going to be 18 plus 18 root 3, and that would be it. You cannot simplify it further. So remember that this 18 is being multiplied by 3, by root 3, so you cannot actually add them. So that would be your final answer for B if they're asking for B. Now let's move on to number 9. I'm supposed to find Y. So the tick marks over here show me that this is a 45, 45, 90 degree triangle. It's a right isosceles triangle. And if this is 30 and this is 90, then this is 60. So then the 15 represent the long leg in this case. So in order to find the short leg is the long leg divided by root 3. The long leg is 15, so you do 15 divided by root 3. To simplify this, you multiply the top and the bottom by root 3. So it's going to be 15 root 3 over 3, which in turn can be simplified to give you 5 and 1. So the short leg is 5 root 3. Now in the left triangle, it's a right isosceles triangle. So the legs are going to be equal to each other. And then the Y is going to be the leg multiplied by root 2. It's x root 2. So root 3 times root 2 is root 6. So it's going to be 5 root 6. So it's going to be 5 root 6. Now for number 10, they're saying that the area of a 45, 45, 90 degree triangle is 72, and they want the perimeter of this triangle. Now remember that in a 45, 45, 90, the legs are equal to each other. So if this is x and this is x, the base is x and the height is x. And the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So x squared divided by 2 in this case, because the base and the height are equal to each other, and x times x is x squared. And now the area is given to be 72. So to solve for x squared, you multiply by 2. So 72 times 2 will be 144. To solve for x, you square root it, and you get that x is equal to 12. So that means that that's going to be 12. the lag is going to be 12, and the hypotenuse will be x root 2, which is 12 root 2. To find the perimeter, you add all of the sides together, so 12 plus 12 plus 12 root 2. So that's going to be 24 plus 12 root 2, and you cannot simplify it further. So then B would be the correct answer. Now, I hope that this video was helpful. It went over all of the rules that you need to understand the skills in the right triangles unit.